Hi, Cancer. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's a weekly video that I put out every single week. So please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. These are energy readings. So what I do is describe the energy and provide you with insights on how to use the energy to make the most progress so you can be prepared and well armed throughout your week. Not defensively, but just strategically. There's always an extended reading, Cancers, so I hope that you decide to come on over and join me for that as well. You can also join the Unbound channel membership so that you can get unlimited access to those extended readings, plus exclusive content and live chats with me multiple times a week, where you can bring your tarot card questions, your astrology questions, whatever. So let's talk a little bit about the astrology first. I also wanted to start with something that's a little bit fun. I want to see who is Cancer dealing with this week primarily. Who is Cancerians? Who's the who in the Cancerian life? Who are they dealing with primarily this week? Now remember, you are primarily influenced by the moon. Oh yeah, I'll get to him. You are primarily influenced by the moon, right? That's your ruling dignitary. And the moon is having a big week this week because it does have a full moon in Libra, which is partnership and balance. But behind that, it's also squared to Pluto while it's full. And of course, every full moon is in direct opposition to the sun. The sun is also square Pluto. So you have an opposition to the sun and then square to Pluto, and Pluto is square the sun. What does that mean? You are at the pressure point of emotions and feelings. And so this is a week of major purging, major expulsion, major exorcisms, oh yeah, that's what I said. You heard me. Just an intensive restructuring of how you see yourself, in really to realign yourself with loving yourself for your imperfections and even what you haven't been able to achieve yet. I'm not saying that you're going to love that you haven't been able to achieve something yet. I'm saying that you are going to love yourself and see those aspects of yourself that have carried you this far, and the appreciation and acceptance of the fact that you have achieved and accomplished and come as far as you've come is going to be what ends up carrying you further. There's a strong sense of finally getting into balance, finally realizing you don't have to do it all on your own. There's going to be opportunities for partnership because you're going to be expelling all of those clogs in you that have said, well, you have to do it on your own this whole time. So this is a sense of togetherness, wanting the togetherness and partnership coming for you, right? In order to reach out through the mist and say, hey, I'm here. You are actually not alone. Let's look about who. We have salmon swimming upstream. I want to read this. I want to read from this. Yeah, I'm going to read to you. Story time, children, gather round. Salmon. This is from the Written in the Stars deck. Really super excited about this one. I just saw 333. Perseverance. Oh, sucky. These somersaulting magicians are born in fresh water and eventually make their way to the sea. The fish is a totem for achieving a very important goal. I just got fucking chills. This courageous journey reminds you to listen to your intuition. Intuition is going to be off the hook. Forget about pragmatism. Your intuition is going to lead you through illusions. Walls that you thought were there are not even there. It's going to be crazy. Perhaps you need a trip back home before you can move forward. There are times when connecting to ancestral lineage is helpful to your sense of identity and direction. Remember, your ancestors faced great challenges in their own survival. They were obviously successful, or you might not be here. Even in the face of major obstacles, with self-compassion and the perseverance to follow your instincts, you will succeed. in achieving your dreams. Can we stop right there? No, we're going to keep going because there's so much more of a message, but bam, baby, boom, chicka boom. And considering it's a little bit upturned, you've been thinking about giving up on something. You better not give up. I don't want to hear it. Because you're so much closer than you even realize. And then we have 6. These are 2. First of all, 6 is the energy of Venus, right? It's the energy of love. It's the energy of connectivity. It's the energy of coming together and combining your energy with another. And we just talked about partnership. And holy shit, because Venus is the ruling dignitary of a Libra, and the moon, the full moon in Libra, is the major aspect that's going to be impacting you like crazy. So this reading is off the hook, and you better stay tuned for it. Let's go to 6. I know. I'm trying something that I normally don't do because I want to. Like, why do the same thing over and over again? The 6 represents higher love. Think about it. There must be higher love. It signifies having a safe place. Talk about going home again. Or finding home where you never thought you would. It signifies as having a safe place to express deep feelings and embody the power of unconditional love. And imbalance may be brought back into harmony when you approach it with this essential component armed with compassion. Unconditional love and compassion. This is a beacon of hope if you are in need of healing. Stay optimistic and explore alternative forms of therapy. And what did I ask? I asked, what's coming into Cancer's life? Finding the place where you belong and partnership. Balance and unconditional love. And then we have Chiron that fell out too, in reverse. Like realizing that what you've been through, it's like almost finding a practical application for all the pain and suffering that you've been through, and realizing that it was for a reason, and the reason is what you can do with it, right? This is emotional intelligence. What can I do with what I felt? What can I do with what I've experienced? What can I do with how I've been wounded? Maybe I can never heal myself, but I can teach others how to heal themselves, and through teaching others I connect with others, and I get a healing from them that I could have never given myself. Damn. Let's get deeper. Cancer. What do you got to say to Cancer, dear Lord, in this energy? Sing your own song. So, honey, let me tell you, this is 1, finding faith in yourself. It is liberation, letting out who you really are. And who is who you really are? Well, who you really are is flawed. And who you really are is goofy. And who you really are is imperfect. And who you really are is somebody who's messed up. And who you really are is somebody who has cellulite dimples on their cheeks. And who you really are is somebody who might need some help. But you love that. It's loving all of those things. It's taking those things that were wrong with you and realizing that they're a part of you. They're a part of the recipe. Baby, if you took a picture of the baking soda that you put in that cake that is delicious after you bake it, you would be like, because it's disgusting. Okay? If you took that vanilla that's supposed to go in the recipe and you just swigged it, you'd be like, because it's disgusting. But what you're going to start to realize is these are ingredients, dude. These are ingredients. They're pieces of your whole. And when you put them all together, they're delicious. What you do is you keep picking yourself apart. And then tasting all of those separate parts. And you're like, oh, it's so disgusting. This is disgusting. It's only disgusting because you keep picking it apart. Let it all come together. And then you're a delicious frosted cake that nobody can get enough of. Let him see all of it. Let him see all of you together. So you're liberating yourself. You're also talking. There's some sort of communication, right? Speaking, like letting yourself out. Finally feeling free. Finally feeling free to be yourself. So this is the blessing that you're going to get this week. Best tool in your arsenal is this wonderful liberation of feeling I am finally in a place where I can be who I am out loud. Okay? And then we have be peace. And this is balance. Right? That's what it is. So balance is when the moon is going into Libra. It's peace, and balance is not just about two. Two doesn't balance anything. Two combines, and then the third is the faith, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. So this is you having faith that your song is going to be received. If a tree falls in a forest and there's no one to hear, did it make a sound? Yeah, made a fucking sound. Of course it did. You don't need an ear to receive the sound for the sound to have been made. When the tree hits something else, boom, bada bing, bada boom, there's waves made. We can measure that. But does it have any meaning? Because somebody on the other side to receive the sound is what gives it significance, right? So that's the difference between 1, which is the sound, 2, which is the receptivity, and 3, which is the meaning. And that's what it is. It's like now you can give your life meaning. You're realizing everything that you've been through, and you're putting it all together. So bam, there's meaning. There's the cake. Right? And I'm gonna not pick everything apart. Instead, I can finally put it all together and see this had meaning. And there's such a sense of peace and opening and expansion that's coming from that. And then we have, there is always enough Pisces energy. I can't say this enough. Piscean energy off the fucking hook right now. You got Jupiter, you got Neptune conjuncting this whole freaking week all through Saturday. Is it magical? No. It's like taking eyeballs out of your head and putting in like God's eyes. What you'll be able to see is like The Matrix. You ever see that movie? Like that sense of like when Neo finally started to see like all the programming, that there wasn't anything that was really there in front of him. It was like, you're starting to see the programming behind everything. So it's like, that's what Neptune and Jupiter is you're starting to see the programming. You're starting to realize it's holy shit, it's not always what I thought it was, or I'm not going to believe in these restrictions anymore because there's nothing to believe in because the restrictions never existed. But simultaneously, you have Pluto. And Pluto is squaring the sun all the way up through, I think, April 25th, which is what? It's like breaking yourself down to build yourself back up again, seeing all those challenges and all those defeats and all those ways that you were ruined, and realizing what to do with all that you still have left. What you used to think was real about who you are is gone. And you have to trust your instincts here. We have, there is always enough. You thought maybe there wasn't enough for you. There is. You're going to find that there's an abundance of love. There's an abundance of appreciation for you. There's a place for you. There's opportunities for you. There's an abundance of opportunities for you. You're going to see opportunity and abundance where you once just saw obstacles and challenges, and nothing has changed except your perspective. Word. Okay, so now we got a lot of esoteric stuff. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, now we got a lot of esoteric stuff. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Got to get them moon cards out. Cancer. So, how is this all coming about? Let's get the particulars, please. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Yes, they do. So dreams are now, you're starting to see that there is a plan, but it's the acceptance of the plan. It's the acceptance of the plan. It's the acceptance of when you bring something into the 3D, it's not pure and perfect like the dream, but it doesn't mean the dream isn't real. It doesn't mean the dream has gone anywhere. It's like you're like, oh, but I'm not at the Princess Castle yet. Well, no, you have to take this road to the Princess Castle. No, that's not how it happened in my dream. I just showed up there. Well, that's not how you get there in a fucking reality. You're starting to see the pathway to where you want to go, and you're really easily able to connect it instead of seeing it as obstacles. You know this is the way to go. It's clear. So we have your dreams and your practical plan, full moon in Taurus. That's also Venus energy, but we also have, okay, believe in the impossible, full moon, and then prosperity lies ahead. Can I say this to you? Yes, I can. I know I can. There was a full moon in Taurus. You're a moon sign. Let's get in touch with it. There was a full moon in Taurus in Scorpio season. This was last year, 2021. There was a full moon in Taurus. There always is a full moon in Taurus every Scorpio season. I want you to go back to your manifestations, what you released and what you manifested then. Because baby boo, I promise you, some shit is bam happening. This is a full cycle. Full moon came out, the full moon came first, and now we have this new moon. This new moon is coming up, new moon in Taurus. It'll be coming up 2 weeks from now. Because that's where we're headed. We're in Aries now, right? We're in Aries now. We're headed into Taurus season. In a couple of weeks, we will have a new moon. That's coming to fruition. Your dreams needed a practical plan. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. And now that's turning into prosperity. It's telling you something is being realized that you started back then. What were your manifestations? You got to check, because I guarantee you that's coming into prosperity. Prosperity lies ahead. Believe in the impossible. The fact that you didn't give up. The fact that even in the shittiest times, for some reason you still woke up and went to work or kept with it. Prosperity lies ahead. This abundance is coming. It's different for all of you, but you have to answer those questions yourself. Who is this involving? Winter, okay? Take care of your needs. This is in reverse. So clearly there was a time where you were starving yourself, where you weren't giving yourself what you needed, or you were starved. You were deprived of what you needed. Why? And this was winter. So it would have been around that time last year. That would have been fall. But at the end of November, we would know. Yeah, around that. Let's say around that time. But something happened in the winter that really set you off. Something happened in the winter that really discouraged you. What was it? Take time to reflect. Okay, it's coming back around. Chills. Chills. Take time to reflect on what you lost. Move in a new direction. You're moving on. Hermit, retreat, and recharge. There was something that really put you onto a new direction because you were rejected and moved out into the cold. And I think you started to reestablish and reevaluate what it is that you really, really desired, like who you are. There's some movement here. There's a movement. It could be movement for work. It could be movement for taking a job. It could be movement for health sake, moving because you found some place to be healthier. Or there is somebody that's traveling that you're going to meet. That this is somebody new, could be Virgo energy. They could be moving for work. There's a shift in somebody's personal trajectory. And that's the person that's coming towards you, or that's how you're moving toward this person that you're going to meet. Tell me more, tell me more. Now, who the fuck is this? You're like, Michelle, I didn't ask you about love. Bitch, did I say love? Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, lose the attitude. This could be the person you're meant to work for. This could be the person that says, I'll invest in your project. Motherfucker, what'd I tell you? I didn't say this was about love. I said this was about what you started manifesting on your motherfucking full moon back in motherfucking Scorpio season. Didn't I say that? Yes. Don't sass me. Emotional loss. Somebody gave up on something. Or maybe you gave up on something. This is the energy of not feeling the same thing. It's like almost like you're going to realize what I want has changed. I don't want it the way that I used to. Just in time for the arrival of what it is that you were really being set up for. I love me some universe. I love me some universe and how the universe... Okay, so please tell me, who is this? Who is this person? Who is a person, or what is this opportunity? New life. New life by the book. So it's somebody that has very Virgo energy, very Taurus energy, could be Capricorn, does something by the book, doing something the right way, the way that is the good way, makes sense, or that this has been adding up. New life by the book. I don't think you want to do things by the book. Or this is a new life, you're taking on a new position that is more traditional, but you wanted it. Maybe you didn't even realize you wanted it, right? Maybe you didn't realize you wanted it until you kind of like lost connection from it for a little bit, right? But this is definitely like you're taking on, this is a new life, it's a new mentality. You lost interest in what you thought you were supposed to be doing, and now you're getting back into this routine. In other words, you found your direction, you found your way. I'm going to continue this. Please continue this with me. The links are below. I'll see you in the extended.